Welcome once again to the Chariot Automotive Group podcast. I'm Nate Barrett, your host, and today we're with Ivan Escalera. Ivan's one of our sales consultants here at the Twin City location in Lafayette. Of course, Chariot Automotive Group serves Kokomo and the Howard County area at Button, along with McGonigal, Button Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Kokomo, and McGonigal Buick Cadillac GMC in Kokomo. And then also, of course, serving Tipton County at Academy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Tipton. And Ivan is here at Twin City Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Lafayette, Indiana, and Fiat. We can't forget Fiat, Ivan. But this is a Let's Get to Know You edition. Recently, Ivan had an interview with WLFI-TV 18 here in Greater Lafayette. And I thought it was a great time to do a little bit longer format version with him because in addition to being a great salesperson here at Twin City, Ivan has a night job and he's a boxer locally. So we're going to talk about that today. And Ivan, welcome. First of all, let's talk about that day job. What do you like about selling cars?
What I like about selling cars, I like to be able to talk to people, all different kinds of people. Like I make all different kinds of relationships with my customers. I've talked to countless individuals and we have so many stories, so much conversation, and it's fun getting to know the different kinds of people here in Lafayette.
What have you learned now that you wish you knew when you first got into selling?
So something that I learned now that I wish I knew when I first started is it's all about relationships. When I first started, I feel like I was just wanting to sell something and not really communicating with the customer. I don't know if you remember, but Rick, our first GM, he used to call me a church mouse because I was always so quiet. And I feel like as I talked to more people, had more conversations, I really opened up, and I was like, I'm actually pretty good at this. Like I'm actually pretty good at talking to people, and it's fun. It's fun for me being able to have a conversation with somebody and getting somewhere, not just doing small talk, you know.
How long was it before you got that, I think I can be good at this feeling?
Oh, the second time I started working here, Nate, I'm gonna be honest.
Because you worked for us once, then you left,
Yep.
and then you came back.
Yes, sir. And that really flipped the switch in me, I feel like. And ever since then, it's kind of been like clockwork to me.
That's cool. Talk about what you find to be your favorite aspect of the selling process.
My favorite aspect of the selling process is being able to put the puzzle together. So when I first meet the customer, I greet them, we have a conversation, and I try and find the puzzle pieces first, and then I'm running around trying to put the puzzle pieces together. So going out, finding the right car. I like when I'm with my customers, because when I'm with my customers, I'm a different character. So one thing that I like to do that I actually got from Tyrus is I'll talk to the customer, I'll be outside, and when I'm talking to them, I'll be like, okay, I'll be right back, and then I'll go and sprint. I'll sprint inside, go get the keys, and sprint back, and I feel like they just eat that up. They love it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's talk about cars. What do you like to sell? What of our models do you think is the easiest for you to sell, that you enjoy selling?
The easiest that I think it is to sell is the Ram 1500. It's just the perfect vehicle in my opinion, because it's got one thing that I've noticed that a lot of customers say, it's got so much space in the back seat, and they just love it. The compartment spaces underneath the mats, just the huge room. Like I had one customer tell me it feels like a hotel back there, and he was like 6'7".
It's big.
Yeah, it's huge, and it's smooth. It's a smooth ride, and I just love riding in a Ram 1500. Like I'm not even a truck guy, but if I were to get a truck, it'd be a Ram 2500 for sure.
Well, you'll do that more these days. What do you think the biggest challenge is in selling?
The biggest challenge in selling is getting out of your own head, being able to understand what the customer wants without letting your thoughts get in the way, for sure. I feel like when you're selling, it's you against yourself, not you against the customer.
You think it's definitely more finding your right headspace of how to approach it.
Correct.
Yeah, that's cool. And the same translates as we talk about boxing. The mindset, and we'll get into that. But just talk about, first of all, how'd you get started at being a boxer? Like, who encouraged you? When did you know, hey, I want to give this a try?
Yeah, so when I was in high school, I did all the sports, football, wrestling, track. And when I graduated, I was like, okay, now what? I got nothing to do. And I was working at JD Sports, and I had a buddy there. His name was Lazaro Singh. He used to he went to this boxing gym, the boxing gym that I go to now. And he told me I should try it out. I should come. He said it's free. So I went in there one day, and the rest is just history from there.
So, who helped you train?
So the person that helped me train the most is my boxing coach, Jose. So he'll be one-on-one with me most days. He says I got a lot of potential. He says I got a lot of power, and I like working with him because he gives me a lot of advice, and I feel like he's a good coach to me.
Where do you work out?
I work out at Laying Hands Boxing Gym, or Laying Hands Lafayette Boxing Club here in Lafayette. It's right across from Jeff in that mall area where Big Lots used to be.
Yeah.
And that's where I work out.
What do you like the best about training, and what do you like the least?
So the thing that I like best about training is definitely sparring. I love sparring. I like getting in the ring and training with my teammates. The thing I don't like the most, or I like the least, is definitely hitting the bag. It gets boring. But I tell myself, come on, just a couple more rounds hitting the bag, and then you can go spar.
So for a person that's just watched Rocky movies, why do you hit the bag?
You hit the bag for conditioning purposes. So when you're in the ring, rounds are 3 minutes, but it doesn't feel like 3 minutes. It feels like hours in there when you're actually fighting somebody else. So when you're hitting the bag, you're conditioning your forearms, shoulders, and just getting your endurance and stamina up.
Okay. So definitely your reflexes.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense. Okay, now how hard have you been hit? And do you remember by who? The hardest hit you've taken?
Yes. So when I first started boxing, I thought I was this big shot, Like I thought I could fight, and I thought I could fight good that first couple months or so, and I got into the ring with Darnell's son, Jalen Wilson, and I slipped one of his punches, and he hit me with the meanest left hook that I've ever been hit with. Straight in the face. Like I went into the punch as well, so that it just hurt so
extra bad.
Yeah, extra bad. And I stood up. I just stood there, and I was like, yeah, I gotta get out of here. I can't continue. So yeah, that's the hardest I've ever been hit. Like I've never been hit like that before. And even now, I've taken some pretty hard hits, but that's probably the hardest that I've ever been hit.
Have you had a moment where you said, boy, I really hit that dude hard?
I have, yeah. So it was probably the other day. I was in the ring with my sparring partner, and I hit him with the meanest three straights to the gut. And on the third one, I really felt it. I was like, and then he really felt it too. He had to stop, and we had to stop sparring for a little bit, and then we got back into it after he was recovered.
Wow. Okay, what about a difficult opponent so far? Who's been the most difficult for you?
I feel like my most difficult opponent definitely had to have been not the last one, but the one before that. It was in Golden Gloves. I don't know what it was, but I got in my head during that whole match and kind of messed it up. That's what my coach said as well. I was just in my head. I saw him. He was a big dude. So I thought I was going to get beat up, and obviously you put that in your head, you get beat up.
Relate sales to boxing in terms of the mental game. What are you learning about the mental side of both of them, and is there any correlation that you go, I can apply lessons I'm learning in boxing to sales or vice versa?
Yeah, for sure. It's like I said before, I've said this before, being able to take the punches mentally and keep moving forward is going to take you a long way in sales. So that's how I kind of relate the car business to boxing, being able to take those punches and keep moving forward, whether it's overcoming an objection, dealing with a hard customer to deal with, or finding the solution, finding the will to keep going, keep showing up every day.
Let's talk about some short-term goals, like 1-year goals, and some 5-year goals for you, both for sales, a day job, and then for boxing.
Yeah, so some goals I have for sales, I want to be able to, from January 1st to next January, I want to be able to sell 230 cars. Right now, I think I'm around 160, 170
Good.
for the year. So it's been a good year, but I want to get that 200 club.
So you're
for
definitely
sales.
thinking about that going into 2026.
Yes, sir. For boxing, I want to have 12 fights under my belt. By the end of next year. 5-year goal for selling is I want to be pro in 5 years and have my name out there a little bit, and from there I want to get publicity to where I'm getting car sales from my name, just boxing. So that'd be pretty cool to just have appointments every day just because I box.
Yeah, that could definitely happen. What would surprise people about being in the ring? People that have just watched Rocky movies, and what would surprise them the most about being in the ring?
It's not fighting, it's dancing. Being able to hit and not get hit. When you're in the ring and you're with your sparring partner, you don't want to injure them. You got the whole goal isn't to hurt them or beat them. It's you guys, when you're in the ring, all you want to do is hit and not get hit. So you guys are kind of dancing with each other, and it's fun. It's being able to perfect your craft in that way. But yeah, that's something that I learned throughout the years. When I first started, I thought I was a big shot. You have this big ego because now you think you can fight, and now 3 years later, I don't want to fight. I want to de-escalate situations. I hate fighting. I don't it's scary. Fighting's scary.
Yeah, that makes sense. Where do you feel you need to improve the most in the ring?
Probably my footwork. I feel like I don't bring my feet with me a whole lot of times when I'm going in, and sometimes I just get countered too easily.
Where do you feel in the sales game you need to improve the most?
The sales game, I need to be showing up every day. I feel like some days I don't show up as much as other days, and that really holds me back because I feel like in the car business, when you have momentum, you got to keep that momentum going, or else you just stay stuck, and then you got to build yourself back up and keep going. So the momentum aspect is definitely what I need to work on.
What do you think folks would misunderstand about what it's like to be in sales? What could you tell somebody about what a career in sales is really like?
I've heard a lot of my friends, when I tell them you should get into sales or you should do sales, they're like, yeah, but I want a consistent paycheck. I don't want to be what if I don't sell anything? I'm like, well, yeah, you could think that way, but what if you do sell something and you sell a lot of it?
Yeah.
I feel like having that fire under your bum to really push you will do a lot more for you than hold you back.
Yeah. How did it feel to get recognition on TV 18 with this combo of what you're doing with selling and boxing?
I think that was really awesome. I had a few of my teachers actually reach out to me saying that they saw me on the news, and it didn't hit me at first, when I was doing the interview, but then I was like, wow, this is really cool.
So big goals for you, Ivan, in 2026, and we're going to keep monitoring all your progress, but proud of what you're doing here. You were salesperson of the month a little ways back, and you're making great gains there, but we're also excited to see what you develop in your boxing, and I think you've proven that one can help the other. So just wish you continued success and great work.
Yes, sir.
Ivan Escalera, sales consultant at Twin City here in the Chariot Automotive Group, and local boxer on the way up. Get acquainted with him now. Go see a match. When's your next match coming up?
Probably Golden Gloves. I'm going to be training during the winter for Golden Gloves, and then in March when it starts, I'm going to be ready.
Awesome. Great stuff, Ivan. We'll talk to you soon. We'll see you next time on the Chariot Automotive Group podcast.